Okay, so what happened last time in this much more wholesome H game?
Good things so far. Believe last time we had the beginning of our game where we open up on the Dragonfire bar owned by a lovely Agnes Jeremy, with of course Song Park, man with her friend, her mysterious friend as well, and of course our regulars, one of our really beloved regulars, Dudley and Greg, spending time watching the game, enjoying ourselves. It's a busy night as the weekend is here, and Song is basically manning that with her partner before, he went off to get lunch, and Dudley and Greg were talking amongst themselves. And of course, one of us had a little bit more attention than others as a lovely woman came in. We will learn later on it was Caitlin, as she seemed to be very much enamored by Greg. Uh, Eventually, Song went off to go find her partner while that was going on, and noticed that he had collapsed. Apparently, calling the correct authorities and making sure they can call an ambulance for him. Hopefully, even though she wasn't able to find his pulse, she hopefully was someone could be able to take the proper care of him. While it was going on, the bar was getting very busy and full, and people were getting agitated. And even though when they finally came for her in, of course, Dudley even came by to keep an eye on him as Song had to command the bar. And of course, her boss, Angus, told her, like, yeah, I'll get someone I'll be there in a couple 15 minutes. You're my best employee, as he promised he would be there in time, though he would come a few hours later, as after everything had been taken care of. Even though her partner was taken off by the ambulance and properly taken care of, as he was still alive, thankfully. And, well, seeing that she was really busy and trying to keep things together, Caitlin decided to volunteer herself to help out, having some experience herself dealing with something like this. And it was a big relief, as Song even offered to pay her afterwards after she had did to want to help her. And even with Agnes telling her, like, yeah, you're fine now. I came by 2 hours later. Don't tell anyone we know her. This lady, just whatever, bye, essentially. Well, she decided, hey, it's the weekend's still here. You still need help. I'm willing to help you out in the future. Just, yeah, I'm willing to help you out because I know how tough it could be, which Sung was really grateful for. And we ended the night with all of us going home and Greg going home with Caitlin, as she seemed to want to invite her into her house and enjoy themselves, as Sung made a point to drive Dudley home in her very old car, essentially. And well, the next day, Caitlin woke up. Not Caitlin, sorry. Sung woke up to get to work. Still the weekend are going on, even with school and things like that. Well, before getting basically stopped by a reporter, a mysterious reporter who seemed to be very persistent, very much nosy, and kind of almost accusing her, saying some things that Sung wasn't too happy about her job. Essentially saying they're overworked. Is someone dead tonight? She would later learn from, she learned earlier from our boss Jeremy that he's dead, apparently passed away. The guy who's helping her man the bar is now gone, and well, we don't really know why, but he doesn't really necessarily care. Essentially, as now it will be Sung manning the bar by herself until he can either find help or whatever they can get done. Essentially, for the weekend. Having to have to dodge out of the reporter's way, Sung made her way to the bar, essentially. And while that's going on, Greg woke up to a lovely morning, having spent the night with Miss Caitlin, and woke up with her, and they had a conversation. She seemed to want to speak with him, as she was ready to reveal more and more information about her job, and apparently, like, she has a big bit things to do, but she really likes Greg and wants to talk to him more, and he seems to be having the Riz still left in his life, decide to look forward to that, essentially. Even with work and giving up most of his life for it, both Greg and Dudley went back to the bar, the place they usually go to relax and enjoy themselves. And Caitlin was there again, as she was helping out Sung with everything as well. And well, they even had a conversation about political things, and apparently her business itself was like she's scouting out projects to help and things like that. And talk with Sung, she seemed to take in her words for account as she brought the two together and said, "Hey, I'm trying to do this project, something with education, as Sung had pointed out, would be really useful. And why don't you guys help me out with that? And you know what? Actually, why is it even got a chance to point out that why is Sung working here when she seems to have a better chance of getting a job, a much more better job meant for her skill set?" And well, Greg's being the kind man that is said, "I'll put a good word in for you, and maybe this is a chance for her to move on up from working at a lowly bar to for very much under rates to a job that at least makes it worthwhile, essentially." As well, there was the reporter who did come back at the bar, and Kayla was able to drive him off after Sung's bit of fumbling with him. And Sung has a good idea who it could be, but right now she has other things to worry about. And I think that ended there. as the bar ended with a lovely night and everyone enjoyed themselves essentially.
Like I said, pure and unwholesome.
I'm sure this is a fine, innocent woman.
Yeah, she's not even a
Lovely, she's
vampire,
lovely.
unlike the other one in the other game.
Let's just submit to the thing.
Yeah.
She seems to really like Greg. We can respect that.
Exactly.
Listen, Greg's got the winning personality.
It does.
It's okay. He'll divorce her later. This is like the druid. This is a new achievement. Divorce the fucking ancient druid.
Look, Greg's true love is his job. We gotta respect that, you know?
Sorry, I don't care for your plans, bitch. Your environment.
Listen. If a lady really loved Greg, they would understand that when the business needs him, he needs to go.
They do go
She-
away forever.
She can appreciate a dedicated man. Um, not sure if anyone wants to do anything. I think this is the week has started, and I think it's time for someone to go to their new job, right?
Yes. I do need to
Definitely
figure out
so.
about the reporter, but that's another problem for later.
Would you have quit your job face to face? How would that go?
Is it possible
Ah,
to talk face to face with your boss? He doesn't seem to show up.
yeah, I know. Like I would do the thing, but Sung would probably try to be responsible here and say, "Mr. Jeremy, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this job. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, she's gonna be she's too good for this world right now. So right, she
Question is,
would tell her boss
would
face to
you so
face.
yeah would you call him? Would you how?
Yeah, I would ask, how difficult would it be to get him face to face? Because if it's gonna be difficult to get in contact with him face to face, I'll probably call him instead.
Listen, he does. She generally doesn't show up, but listen, sometimes people can surprise you. What can I say? Suddenly, when your last employee quits and you have no one to replace them, suddenly interests might make you show up.
Yeah, then I think Sung would foolishly think it's the right choice to tell her boss goodbye face to face. You know, didn't want to look like a coward.
It's like a maybe a Monday evening as you, or like even probably a bit early before the place opens. You call him and you let him know that you want to have a talk about you leaving the place, right? Like you want to be explicit with this, right?
Yeah, she's gonna be honest about it. Like, yes, I'm gonna talk about my resignation essentially.
I was like, for real, and it's like immediately you've never seen this man so punctual in your life. As you meet with him in the afternoon, and you meet at the bar itself. As you he walks, he's actually probably there before you when you arrive. Like,
Hmm.
wonderful to see you. So he like
Uh,
gestures for one of
hello,
the seats.
Mr. Jeremy. Yeah, I wanted to do this in person instead of just leaving you a note on the door at the very least. And with Jason's loss and everything, I think it's best if I tell you I'm gonna be quitting. I guess putting my resignation, and I wanted to make sure you were made aware so you can make proper plans and everything.
No. Listen, I understand. Listen, it's been a tough time on everyone. But tell me, what's going on with you?
I have a new opportunity to a job with a better pay and more in my field that I wanted to work in. So I can't let that chance pass up, right?
I mean, of course, but money was an issue. I should have told me a bit early. Listen. I think with you doing so much and this place depending on you so much, it's probably double the salary easily enough. Easily.
Yeah, money's not necessarily the issue, sir. It's more to do with the fact, like I said, I never wasn't gonna plan here to stay here long, but I have a chance to really get my foot in the door, and I'm going for that more than anything else.
That's I'm happy for you, but just that. Well, with what happened, this guy's.
Jeremy. No, wait, the guy who
No.
died.
Not the guy who
Jason.
died, I think it was
Jacob
Jacob.
White.
It was Jacob White.
Was it
was
Jason?
Jacob White.
Jason,
It was
yeah.
Jacob White.
Oh, Jacob White. Yeah, we made the joke.
Oh, Jacob, right? Jacob, that's right.
You forgot. Oh, there. I did not forget
Look,
Jacob.
Grunt didn't give me a picture either, and he's just like, yeah, this guy doesn't really matter.
I did
Oh.
not forget about Jacob
Did
White.
not even exist, like, physically in this realm if he didn't have a photo.
It's even in Conca.
No, not even in my notes.
No.
It doesn't exist.
If they're not, if we're not getting a photo in the NPC chat, why would they have a conca?
Well, yeah, it's very hard for me right now to find someone on such a short notice. Maybe I can convince you to stay for like another 2 weeks till I find someone else, and I'll give you the raise and things.
Oh, Sung actually looks like a little guilty right there. I'm really sorry, sir, but this job starts on Monday at the very least, and I don't think I can juggle 2 jobs at the same time. I'm very sorry about this.
Part time maybe.
We can talk about part time possibly. You know, I can work a few shifts here and there. If it
That
doesn't
would
interfere with
be
the main job,
lovely.
of course.
That will give me. I'll take whatever I can get. I would be so in your debt. I can't even express how grateful I would be.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't want you to. I wouldn't want to just leave you here high and dry like that.
And again, I'll make sure you are properly compensated for this monumental effort. Thank you very much, miss.
Well, I want to incite him when he says that.
Your wits insight.
See, lying straight to my face. Would a motives be part of this grunt?
Yes, absolutely. Listen. Listen.
I love that part. Yes.
Probably not gonna pay you extra. Probably not gonna pay you extra. Just saying.
Ah, jeez. Mr. Jeremy, before you go, I did have a question though. Something has come to my attention. I'm just want some clarification. Uh, I heard there was a reporter who came asking questions about embezzlement or something like that. Is everything all right?
I don't pay no mind to these sharks. They're just looking for a story to fish out of me. This place is clean 100%. No embezzlement here.
Now I have to ask, right? If I can roll insight for that one.
Sure. You don't need to really do that. Most of the money you get is under the table.
Ah. Of course. I'll just, like I said, just a few shifts, and until you get someone to the workload is a little easier, I'll be
2
fine.
weeks at most. I'll probably find someone by the end of the week, but you can't never be 100% sure.
Of course. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You're a lifesaver, son.
Of course. I'll see you later. Just let me know, and I'll be there. Yes.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the new place as well. Hope it all works out for you.
Thank you. As she will get up, smiling before taking her leave.
Yeah. Fine. You work in the evening. You work during the day at Greg's place, and you work in the evenings here. I'm sure they won't just burn you out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. She's weak.
So, yeah.
Don't worry, fucking the job at fucking Greg to look off is easy. There's a reason he hasn't had. There's a reason that he didn't have an assistant before. He was basically pushed to hiring you. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna do? It's just like, file that paperwork, I guess.
You don't do much as a city council assistant. I know from the period there actually was one. You don't do much, trust me.
Work for the state.
You don't work for the state. No, you work for a random guy. Who also doesn't work full time.
But
You
yeah,
don't even work for it.
you take this time to prep a bit, and well, Greg, you did push for it, and of course, well, got her a position of assistant manager at I don't think we ever like put a name to the place you work at.
To the financial company, no, there's no name for it.
The Bank of
Financial.
England.
Let's see. Just call it Money Matters. True World of Darkness naming convention. There's a pun. There's the double pun in it. I'm gonna call it Trust Capital. Are you okay with the name Trust Capital, Zaz? You find
Trust capital, fine. You know, Greg's an honest man. He's an honest businessman.
you have to you can trust these guys. Trust Capital. So yeah, today she's not gonna come in, but from tomorrow on, start working at a normal hour and leave in the afternoon towards the evening, like everyone else. I'm not sure if you're going out tonight. Or what's the plan? It's like a Monday evening for all of you.
Oh, I mean, if you're asking if Greg and Dudley are going out, then the answer is always yes.
That is the cycle of the average Englishman. You work.
Unless something happens to interrupt that natural equilibrium.
You thought you would have a free day, Sung, but apparently not. Go back to work. As yeah, you don't have that much time before you have like 2 hours. As you open the bar, and of course the first ones through the door are Greg and Dudley, as they make their way to their usual table, which at this point Greg and Dudley, she was supposed to quit, so I'm not really sure what she's doing right now, but
Some would definitely say hello to
Yeah.
her favorite customers.
I thought you were quit.
Well, I was, but Mr. Jeremy is a little bit in a tight bond right now, as I am the only employee, I guess. So for 2 weeks until he can find someone to replace me, it's just gonna be me just helping out part time.
Yeah, I'd let them bring you
Don't
around the
worry.
finger.
Well, it's not. I kind of feel bad, you know. I kind of just sprung this on him. I didn't give him any 2 weeks or anything like that. And Jacob just died, and it feels kind of weird just to. But don't worry, I'll be at work bright and early and ready for my shift.
No. Sure you can. Yeah, sure you can handle that.
It should be only 2 weeks, so afterwards, the workload should be lightened. But yes,
Yeah. Greg just
What?
shrugs.
but can I get you guys anything? Your regulars, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, the usual.
Nice
With a
kill,
smile
bud.
and God.
Yeah, you get them a couple of pints as they sit down and start debating the latest football team scandals.
Listen, it's an unfortunate reality, but the local football clubs in Portsmouth have been dog shit for years, Dudley. You have to admit that. You have to face reality.
Nah, I believe. I'm a local patron. I represent my people. But yes, that is what we're doing.
Yeah, as you're sitting down, eventually people start slowly arriving and sitting down, ordering stuff. As yet again, I want you to give me could be like a stamina resolve to see how, or like stamina athletics to see how well you can keep up with the increasing demands. As you have to work alone.
Grunt. Can I use my charisma in some way? Because I have no athletics, sir.
Sure, you know what? You can use charisma athletics. Just laugh it off,
God,
and people will be charmed
yeah.
enough not to just scream at you.
Nice. The regular. Damn it.
Wow.
Get me my beer, bitch. Let's be pie.
Oh,
This
these
is
people better not be
unacceptable.
mean to her, or they'll have to answer.
God, do you want to reroll or
Damn it.
can I keep it?
Yeah,
You want to
I
have
forgot to.
slurs shouted at you.
I forgot I have beautiful, but I don't think it's gonna matter for this one.
Of course, it will matter for this one. What do you mean? Roll 2 more dice.
Okay.
Actually, 1 more dice.
How do I? I can't add forward.
No, just slash R
Okay, 1,
1d10.
6.
Well, doesn't really matter. So, you want to willpower it or?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it. I think.
There we
Hey,
go.
Micah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, listen. You may not. Orders will be very late, and everyone will keep waiting. You know what? You crack enough good jokes, and they just forget. It's funny enough.
Oh, thank goodness! I can't.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay, it's fine, guys. We can. It's the understanding. She's working alone. It's fine. Just make a couple of jokes, smile, and people.
I'm
will
sure.
just-
I'm sure they're just my regulars as well, so they know. They know. They see.
So yeah. As yeah, Greg, Dudley, she's working overtime yet again. As see her zooming around as the
So what's
night
your bet
gets
that
long.
yeah, that's great. So what's your bet that Jeremy will convince you to work for another 2 weeks?
Oh, he'll try, but she's too small for that.
Listen, you can show us ugly monkey once in a while.
Listen, I think it's all gonna be fine. I think it's all gonna be fine.
Yeah, let's sure hope then. Would be a shame for her working herself over for that guy.
Eh. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what happened to Jeremy. He used to be a good guy. He used to be a good guy. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know. Bitterness, age, greed, I don't know. Maybe he lost that spark in life, I don't know.
Maybe you did.
As the night kind of gets on, it's around like midnight. I mean, I was gonna say you can both give me. Actually, no, it's the three of you. All three of you can give me a wits awareness. I'm more interested in Park's awareness, but you two can also. There we go.
Do I want willpower? I think I want
No,
willpower.
you don't. It doesn't. You don't need to.
Ding.
Sang would if, but it's less important.
Academics wits, by the way.
Oh God, Bobby, academics wits.
Oh, Jesus! Oh God! This doesn't matter. My wits awareness is 1 dice less.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
You fail it. I'll say this. You fail it anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Like you're swamped. There's like a shit ton of things happening around you. Don't have time to look around, dilly-dallying. But for the two of you though, sitting at the table, you see a woman walk in, and it's already kind of weird. A lot of people come here. You know them, and they're not attractive women, that's for sure. As you see her just kind of like walking in.
We need to get out of here.
Oh, it's her! I thought it was a random kindred. Oh, it's her.
She looks so nice.
She does.
Yeah.
Send that
Oh,
picture to hate real quick. Send that picture to hate real quick. Let him know who's in here.
No, not let him know.
Second favorite kindred.
Red does not. Red, do you know? Nothing red, you know.
No.
Yeah,
You don't know.
she's walking in, like looking, like looking for like an empty table. Like all the tables are full. She'll go and grab seat at the bar, as she's like trying to get Park's attention, but Park is just kind of like I have 5 different orders. Like shit, which plate was going where? That guy wanted whatever, and she give me a dexterity athletics, Park, to see, as you're trying to like balance 4 different plates at the moment.
Oh, grunt.
Listen, this is what happens when you're being overworked. And as you can feel, as you kind of like walk, there's like an imbalance, and at that moment you realize there's like a split second where like you know half of your plate is gonna flip and everything's gonna fall off eventually. As you see this woman immediately like steps up next to you and catches both plates with one hand each and helps you balance them, as she gives you a very polite smile.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much.
No, listen. Let's thank me once we get them to the table. Come on, like helps you out a bit. Looks a bit awkward as people make room for you and place the plates at the table and the pints down. As there's like an actual applause from some of the people as they are impressed by your skill in balancing these things out. As turns back to you and smiles and says, no worries, I would have hated to see such a pretty thing like yourself wet with beer tonight.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You probably want something ordered as well. Can I get you anything?
You have wine here?
Does this English bar have wine? I assume we do, grunt, but
Probably have
I
like a
will
bottle
say
you
yes.
never opened, but yeah, it's there. It's there in case
Yeah.
someone.
The cheapest wine.
Yeah, definitely. I have some wine, and I can definitely get that for you.
love a glass. Actually, you can get me the whole bottle.
Sure. And can I get your name as well? I gotta see who I'm taking here for that save there earlier.
You can call me Jennifer. What's your name?
It's Sung Park. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
We will definitely go get that glass of wine as well for her. Give her the good glass.
Yeah, you grab the wine glass, you pour it to her, and she just kind of like stares at you, smiling while you do it. And as you
As well?
it's like, thank you.
Oh, go ahead. Of course, of course. If you need anything, I will make sure to try to do my best here. But sorry, we're a little behind, but I'll make sure to keep an eye on everyone as best I can.
This place looks quite busy.
Well, it's very much a local hub, and we have all our fan favorites around.
She'll smile and nod. As
But I don't want to take up too much of your time, so.
no, I'm just sightseeing.
Oh, are you a newcomer here, or are you just stopping by?
Visiting.
Visiting. Well, Portsmouth is a lovely city. There's a lot of great attractions. The local sports team everyone loves isn't that great, but don't let anyone hear you say that.
And she nods. As
Well, I'll have to get back to work.
the door opens and you hear like everybody kind of like go spot. These like 3 men, dressed in rather dirty clothing, rather worn, and they're like very loud, very loud. They're like shouting by the time they're so loud like people notice them even in this bar. As they again, all the tables are filled, so they'll sit at the bar next to the woman. As one of them just kind of like loudly shouts at you, bar says, "Get me a pint, bitch."
There's like one where Sung was like she was gonna smile, but then stopped a little bit, and she's like, "Yes, of course. Can I? What can I get you? The rest of you pints as well, or just everyone wants to?"
Give me a piece of that ass.
Sorry, it's not up for sale, sir. It's not on the menu, and I don't think you really afford it. But I can definitely give you a pint at the very least.
Well, then I'll have to settle for that, I guess.
She will stiff smile, but pour them a drink. Customer service, customer service.
As
Greg
the-
is gonna look at Dudley. Greg is gonna look at Dudley. If they get any ruder, you're gonna be at my, you're gonna have my back, and we're gonna get him out of here, right? Right, Dudley.
Absolutely. Show him the old one too.
You'll want to, yeah.
as yeah, even as you pour like the pints of beer for these 3 men, they're looking at you with like making all the rude jokes, all the weird looks. It's pretty uncomfortable. This is rude behavior, and what's the word? What would be sleazy? Is it sleazy?
Yeah, I think that's the word for it.
Yeah.
Sleazy people.
Yeah, the kind of like these 3 are jackasses with a big J. As yeah, they'll grab the beer, they'll toast. Problem even for you is that these 3 are at the bar, so they're always just staring at you and making uncomfortable comments.
Sung will try to maintain that professional atmosphere and try to make sure it doesn't look like it's bothering her, even though it probably more likely is.
Why don't you give me a composure subterfuge? Or composure etiquette, up to you.
I will do subterfuge and composure. That's all right. And I don't, yeah, no, I don't think beautiful will count for this one, right? 'Cause it's
No,
not for
no.
socials.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, no, you keep up a decent facade. As you take out a couple of you clear a couple of tables as you bring the wines back and you start like washing them. One of them kind of like leans in a bit and says, "So you got a boyfriend?"
Sorry, I'm married to my work right now, so that's the only boyfriend I need. Thank you.
Hey, who said anything about marriage? Listen, I can show you a good time. And
Oh well, I think
go ahead, what was you gonna say?
no, that's literally what she's like. That's literally what she's gonna say.
One of the other ones kind of like smacks him over the head and says, "Oh fuck, let me actually bring my UK name generator up."
The UK
Delve
generator.
deep within your soul.
I need to find proper names for these people. Listen here, you
Just add a color.
is like Connor, you dumbass. Didn't you see you're bothering the lady? And kind of like he looks back at him and says, "Hey, shut the fuck up. She's not bothered. Are you bothered?" Looks back at you.
Oh well, I'd like to get back to work, and I see you gentlemen will probably have a little bit more things to do than worry about little old me.
Hey, listen, lady. Show me some. Listen, if you're friendly. Listen. Me and my friends here, we tip very well. I'm just saying. As he like pulls out, it's like. Actually, I also want to check something.
I was gonna say, if that's loud enough for everyone in the bar to hear, that's gonna make Greg stand up.
I mean, the bar is pretty loud. It's like it's a sports bar, so people are like kind of shouting and cheering. It's not. He like pulls out like a 20 pound banknote and just kind of like places it out over the bar and just kind of like drops it on your side.
How generous! This is very lovely of you to see. But oh, I see one of my regulars wants my attention. I'll be right back. If you give me a second, gentlemen. And she's just going to dash her. I assume she knows Greg and Dudley are willing and able. She's gonna go straight to them.
Yeah, you see her walking over from the bar to your table. Your pints are about halfway empty, so.
She's gonna have a smile the entire way before she makes her way to both of them. Can you fucking help me right now? Actually, I really would appreciate it.
Want us to take out the trash?
Yes, please. I would really appreciate it. I didn't want to have to call the. Well, there's not really a lot of people I can call.
Alright, time to give him the old one too, Greg.
Let's go get it done, Dudley.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Should we walk up to them?
Up, as you approach, now you can hear them clearly as one of them says, like, "Man, I would give her a rough tumble tonight."
I see it for tumbling here.
Did you say? I hear it.
Yeah. I see what you're to tumble.
I like look back. Oh, you have a fucking problem, mate?
You three fucks are gonna get out of this bar. Now.
Yeah, who's gonna make us?
Fucking Greg's gonna respond to that by immediately fucking trying to grab one of them.
Yeah, give me a strength roll. These guys aren't like twigs either, so we'll see. We'll see how this works.
Average bird specimen.
Strength roll. Here we go. 7
Jesus
successes.
Christ. Okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Fucking.
Ooh.
Do I grab them or do I need a willpower?
No, he rolled 3 successes. So yeah, you just like yank him, like completely start like I assume dragging him outside.
Yeah, as I drag him outside, it's pretty much just like, boys, you've had your fun. Now you're gonna need to go home.
The other two though do take like stand up immediately, like the fuck, and the one you're grabbing is like completely powerless as he like doesn't even know what fuck's happening. Dudley, what do you do? These other two do plan on following Greg outside to try and kick his ass.
All right. Is there a bottle here?
There is in fact one wine bottle that's half empty on the bar next to the woman who's watching this with.
That is the spider's trap right there. Grab it, man.
I grab it. Natural. I see the trap and I go into it. Yeah, I try to grab the bottle and
Try and whack one of them.
the back of the head. Do I roll strength roll, or is there a split second moment?
Sure.
Or is this a split second moment? I'm asking.
Sure.
Because I know.
Give me a strength roll.
Because I know I think what's about to happen.
Questions: Are you gonna wait for him to go outside? Are you gonna try and do it now while he's not paying attention? Because if you're gonna wait until they go outside, I will make you roll a composure stealth roll.
No, why did they go outside?
Okay, give me a composure stealth roll.
I will give you 3 dice. My composure.
Listen, you get like 2 successes. That should be enough.
Let's see. No, fuck.
Yeah, no, that's enough. Greg, you as you're yanking this, where you like slam the doors open, you like fling him on the pavement outside as he like fumbles back and like falls. The other two like are cracking their knuckles as they're like approaching you, ready to square off. And you just, as you see both of them walk out, you also see Dudley follow them as he like just takes a wide swing and just smashes the bottle on one of their heads as he like collapses forward, grabbing his head in pain. The other one kind of glances back in shock, providing you a very nice opportunity to smash him in the face if you want.
Yep, I take him fully in the
not
face.
for you. You already attacked one of them. I'm talking to Greg right now.
Yeah, Greg will rough him up. Show him the old 1-2.
Give me another brawl strength.
Brawl strength.
3 successes and well.
No! Can I help?
I have willpower.
Yeah, well,
I have willpower.
Yeah. As he like in that moment he glances back.
Greg's
confused.
also caught a little off guard. It's like, that's a bit of an escalation there, Dudley.
You just whack him in the face and he like falls down as well, confused, didn't see it coming. As the one you flung is like, okay, Jesus, fucking chill out. Jesus, we're leaving. Fucking hell, crazy bastards. And he like helps his friends up, and they're like,
Greg will throw the equivalent of like fucking 25 pounds at the one that fucking Dudley smashed over the head. Take your fucking mate to the hospital and get the fuck out of here.
Jesus, man, fuck you. And he like starts getting dragged away. They're like looking shit scared right now as they're like backing off.
We gonna look. There's two things he looks at Dudley. The first thing he says is, didn't need to swing a bottle, Dudley. Secondly, we still got it.
Absolutely. Listen, they need to be taught a lesson. Or if they crib up some gold, you know?
Yeah. Oh, let's get back inside.
Yeah. Daddy will take out the 50, like the grand of 50 and just go to the table where he took the bottle. Like 10 pounds or something.
Yeah, she's looking a bit upset at you as you're coming back in.
So I thought that was an emergency. A few customers had to be taught a lesson.
Yes, I could see that. Suppose it's quite alright.
Yeah, assuming that Greg is again gonna like just look at Dudley. Yeah. Could have just grabbed the mug. Mug wouldn't have broken.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, but what's the leverage of a mug when you have a nice looking shaped bottle?
Listen, I saw the trap.
A bottle perfectly fitted to perfectly formed to fit the grooves of the English skull.
Listen, I had no choice.
That's all I'm saying.
My hands were full here.
She like stands up and says, quite alright, I think my appetite has been spoiled for tonight. And she will leave like a 50-pound tip for you as she like walks out.
Oh, how nice of her. I
Yeah,
definitely
so-
need to make sure she gets.
What a
wine.
nice lady. What a nice lady. She's doing nothing nefarious in Portsmouth.
I wonder. I think this is the end of Dudley. Maybe she, I'm not sure. Maybe she doesn't care.
Nah, no, you're fine. She's a nice lady.
Now I know who she is.
See, this is why she needed Johannes. Like, look at these three schmucks. They perform so fucking abysmally poor. You know, this 3 dead bodies will end up in the river. Like, you just know it.
Prior to kidnapping Casper's friends, she got these schmucks and they get fucking obliterated by 2 overweight British men.
Wait, that's Johannes' sire?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
meant when you don't know the rest.
That was in
Well,
fact
she
Johannes.
seems like a nice woman.
She did,
She's
doesn't she?
also an elder. She's also an elder, by the way.
I'm sure she's lovely at parties.
She killed multiple people.
I know, Mac. Let me cope.
Most of them were connected to like Casper and Anastasia, so like,
Yeah, it's not that important.
Yeah, Englishmen don't count.
She
Mm.
did kill like 1/4 of the ravenous population of the world, though.
She killed Italians and Englishmen. Like, is it really that bad though?
Vermin.
But yeah, so like there's like some murmured whispers, but people they just nod along. The only thing that people saw was Greg dragging one of the poor people outside, and then some scuffle. But seeing
Greg has increased his voter share by 50%.
as yeah, you're both fine. Nobody felt the need to step up or ask questions. As the rest of the night will go rather uneventful until its closing hours at around 5 in the morning. Listen, as you did listen, this whole thing is at least it's earning you some money. Because you get to keep all the tips.
Yeah, that's
Sure, you're exhausted, but
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's only for 2 weeks.
Only for 2 weeks. Yeah, totally.
Listen. Just just a few more days. The last shift, trust me.
Last shift. I swear to God. But yeah, she would make sure the shop's closed and everything, and make her way home. Say goodbye to everyone.
I would say if you told them hearing the language that those men spoke, Greg would ask if you would want a lift home, just because of the language those two men were using.
Yeah, just in case, it's actually safer to be sorry. I can come get my. I can walk. I take a public transport here and get my car later. So yeah.
Greg will give. Sung a ride home. Probably also inevitably give Dudley a ride home too.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Drive
In
home.
UK, it's okay to do. In the UK, it's okay to do a little booze cruising.
That's safe.
Listen, at least I don't get hit with the "you walked here" line, so it's fine.
American with European mindset.
True. It's like
Do you mean you walked around 30 minutes? What do you mean you didn't take the SUV?
But yeah, you drive them home and you drop her off, and then you drop Dudley off. And...
Now, real quick, Red. She killed 1/4 of the Ravnos population.
Oh, forgive me. We fixed that quote.
Record the record. If I can fix the record. She is a Toreador. That'll be a bit awkward
Yeah,
for
but-
her on time.
I believe at this rate we will get to 1/2 of the Ravnos population, but not that one. But yeah, as you do get don't you have classes? How is your university? Because I think didn't you attend like university or some shit?
Yeah, University of Portsmouth.
Yeah. So I'll just roll this.
Get up. You don't get to go to sleep. Get back up.
Yep. Listen, you have classes early in the morning. You get to sleep for like 2 hours. There you go.
Oh no.
That is how I live, baby.
Doesn't seem to work well for you, Mac.
Listen, all my grades are straight A's, baby. And the kids like me at school. It works. In my book.
Yeah, she goes to political science. It's about as hard as your literature courses. It's fine. But yeah, you still don't need to sleep that much. So before you get to rest properly, you have to be up and about. As you attend your first course in the morning, there is someone waiting in the room as you get there on time, just watching you like a bit of a smug smile.
God damn it.
Like,
I
hey,
assume it's
yeah. Like, hey, morning, sleepyhead. You look like you had a rough night.
working the shift, getting through the day, Jennifer. Lovely to see you as well. I did have a quick question. I actually wanted to talk with you for a quick second. Just wanted to clear any misunderstandings that seems to be propping up a lot lately. Did you send that reporter to my job?
What? What? Why would I do that?
I know. I thought it was weird as well, but it was asking some questions, and he seemed to mention. I just grunt. I would like to roll an insight for her.
Okay.
Shang is stumbling here.
Feel
What's insight, right? And does motives count for this one or no?
No, because she's just straight up lying to you.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, no, she's straight up lying to you.
You
Yeah, I
fucking
thought.
surprised her soul.
Yeah, I thought it was weird too, but you see here, I got a feeling that he seemed to mention you, and I think I just want to make sure we have a better understanding,
Listen,
Jennifer. That's
listen, it's not my fault you're connected to like such an interesting story. First, it was just embezzlement, but now it's a death due to negligence. Like it's I mean,
oh well. Jacob's death is a tragedy in itself as well. It's really surprising that you seem to be so concerned about my job and everything like that. Though I do appreciate you doing your duties.
of course, listen,
I just,
I'm sure it's a tough time for you. Um, you know, struggling financially and all with the job and having to work for such a callous man.
well, you know what they say, hard work can make you, gives you better opportunities and you can see the world a little bit better.
Listen, my offer for that job opening still stands. Decide that I want to do something a bit more worthwhile with your skills.
Did Jennifer offer Sung a job at one point or another?
Yes, I feel like she will definitely be like, come work at my dad's company. I definitely feel
What?
like she would have done this. Like,
Oh no. Yeah, actually, yeah. Jennifer, I really do appreciate you looking out for me, Jennifer. It seems you really have an eye out for the little people, but I wanted to give myself a chance to work independently, for just a little bit, and hopefully soon I'll have a chance to actually start making some headway with that. I'm just trying to understand embezzlement. I wasn't aware that such a thing had happened at my job at all.
well, that's just you. Listen, it's hard when you are a bartender to notice these sort of things, but tell me honestly, are you getting all that money on the
Uh,
contract? Nothing.
uh, Well, Mr. Jeremy is it's tough. The market's really tough right now, of course, and he's promised he'll it just doesn't really matter in that regard, but it's gonna be. I just want to get a better understanding. So
Yeah, see, this is why I'm in the business and you're struggling with it. That's just that naivety that will never get you anything. But you do keep at it. Perseverance is something to admire to a certain degree.
uh, thank you, I guess. But no, I appreciate it. Then I just would really like to not, if he could just not harass me specifically, I would really appreciate that actually. If your reporter friend.
I do hear there is a harassment problem at your workplace as well.
It's a bar. Things like that happen. People get a little bit rowdy.
Smashed bottles over the head though. That's a police investigation waiting to happen. I mean, it would be
I,
really awful if somebody would say something about that in the local news.
Good luck.
I don't know anything about any smashed bottles. Some people were a little bit rowdy and they had to leave the bar, of course, but I don't think anyone got hurt.
And now, Park, you know each other. And can ask questions. People talk. Really want this scandal to drag your name further down into the press.
I would not like that. Yes, I don't know anything about someone getting hurt though.
Wasn't that hurt, but you know how stories get told and told again, and suddenly it becomes a major incident.
Right now, like Sung looks like very like not necessarily cornered, but a little uncomfortable and like unsure right now. She's talking to this girl. I don't under is how can I not let that happen?
Get me the dirt I need on your boss.
I don't know what dirt you need for Mr. Jeremy. You can talk to him yourself if you want.
Yeah, but he doesn't like talking to us, so just let my reporter friend have a look over your contract and some of the paperwork in the back. Just link you as an anonymous source.
Well, it's just my work contract. That's it, right?
And the filings you have in the back. I'm sure you have some sort of office.
That feels a little bit. My work contract is one thing, but office and that seems a little bit illegal. That seems bad.
Is it bad if we're taking down such an asshole? Come on, do you think he was even gonna pay you for the time you're spending right now? Is he even
Well-
paying you full time? Is he not trying to undercut you already?
Well, it's
In fact, I bet he's not even increasing your pay for working double now that your coworker has literally died from exhaustion. I don't want to see you die from exhaustion too.
well. He said he needs help.
Leave
That's
him.
not really important.
Come on, you're smarter than this. Do this for me, and I keep your name out of everything. This will all blow over. I mean, it will incriminate the actual criminal, and listen, I feel like you're just an innocent bystander.
Ooh, kind of insight check, Grunt.
Sure.
And does motive count for this one?
Yeah. Yeah, so what are you inciting? Jesus.
I want to know if she's actually going to keep. She's telling the truth, or she's saying, "I'm going to keep your name out of it.
Yeah.
It won't even be connected to you necessarily."
She's gonna keep your name out of it.
Uh, she like Sung looks a little bit defeated. She's like, I'll see what I can do. I can't make any promises, of course.
Well, I'll be sending my man later this evening, and listen, I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. You're smart.
Yeah, of course. Excuse me. She will like literally almost like she's just gonna go to her seat, but it definitely looks like she's running away from this girl.
It's fine. There's two Jennifers now in your life.
What's going on? I realized her name was Jennifer after the fact.
Right now it's fitting though, because they're both bitches. So yeah. Spend some of the days in class, or rather morning, before you have to quickly rush to your newly appointed job at Greg's assistant manager. She's an hour late, Greg, but you expected this due to the morning classes she probably told schedule. So it is what it is. You'll shift the hours around. It's fine.
Yeah.
As you both get to your job in the morning and go through the usual morning routine. Probably have a coffee, relax, chat with some of the coworkers. Tell them to stop downloading porn on.
Stop downloading porn on the office computers. I didn't get the company to invest in high fiber optic cables just so you could download fucking porn.
Nah, man, you gotta get that 4K shit, man.
Fine, one of them literally just is and download, clicked on install more RAM. It's fine. It's okay.
You clicked on the free ads on the. You clicked on the ads on the side.
Like, but boss it says I can become a millionaire here, like right there. But yeah, as eventually Sang would also arrive.
He gives Greg salutes.
Hello, Miss Fox. Are you Imagine you look tired. I'm not gonna imagine you look tired.
Don't worry, she had like 3 cups of coffee. It's fine.
Absolutely, like she's looking, she's like running on caffeine and power.
You sure you're doing all right?
It's fine, Mr. Mathers. It's just for 2 weeks, and I've been through far worse than this. So, thank you for your concern, though.
Well. All right, follow me. I'll show you what you'll be doing. Which, admittedly, there's not gonna be a whole lot for you to do. I mostly do everything myself already.
No problem. Like, you literally see Song bring out like a notebook, like a little notebook to write down notes as you explain things to her.
Yeah, I'll say like he'll go out and he'll give you a rundown of what your responsibilities are, give you a rundown of the various departments that are under him, and I'll say this: it is self-evident. Greg takes on a lot more work than what his position actually is supposed to do. He basically works 2 jobs.
Greg loves his job. We respect that here. Is it just you, Mr. Mathis, in your department, or do you have any other people under you to help you with the workload?
Oh, I mean, I'm permitted to hire them, but typically it's just something I've been handling.
Ah, I see. Very multi-talented you are right here. Uh, does Dudley? Oh, I'm sorry. Does Mr. Johnson help you here as well? He's in IT, right? And you're financing.
Dudley works in IT. Make sure the servers stay running. Make sure the computers get fixed whenever they break or people do things they shouldn't do.
Okay, that sounds enough. And since I guess essentially you're my boss now, is there any tasks that you want me to make sure that it stay on time, or anything that I need to be made aware of?
The way clock out, it's gotta be honest, it's I usually just sort of take things by the nose, but it's important for you before you clock out when you leave. Gotta make sure all the reports properly filed. I do that. I would like it, but I would like you to get in the habit of also double checking that, because what doesn't get filed properly, and that means the earnings don't actually get put into the system, which means our clients start losing money.
Okay.
We can fix a whole lot, but if our clients aren't losing money because we're mismanaging their funds, it's over.
Okay. She's like writing this down and nodding along as she's talking to her. Okay. Make sure files are properly filed. I understand.
Besides that, we should have a few of our clients in later in the week. I'll have you talk to a few of them. Most of them, have you talk to the ones that basically just leave everything to us. That way you can get used to it without having to worry too much about have to worry too much about demand and customer.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. Should I do anything for clients? Like, do I have to remember their names and things like that? I assume that's important, right? Keep a cordial relationship with the clientele.
It's polite to remember their names.
Understandable. Okay. Okay. I think I get the gist.
Yes, yeah, you go through the motions, start learning different things, meeting some of the colleagues, and well, by the end of the work day, you barely have enough time to scramble, as you have to get to the bar, open it.
I work part time. Damn.
Are you gonna call Jeremy and tell him that you're not gonna show in today?
Song's not gonna do that, Grunt.
Exactly. So then, well, scramble.
Then get to scrambling.
Listen, he promised to even pay you extra. I'm sure it will.
The what's inside roll says otherwise.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but what if Grunt's lying to you?
What?
You know what? That's a possibility. He could be lying to me.
Never trust the worm, the deceiver.
Yeah, maybe he rolled 7 successes. I just didn't realize when I did that inside roll.
What if Jeremy is a vampire?
Yeah.
What if
I always
what if?
failed? What if he bestial failed?
What if he is just a vampire? No, listen, Jeremy. If Jeremy was anything, it would be a werewolf.
It would be a werewolf.
He is a loser, yeah.
There was Jacob White, so
That
Jacob's
was
not actually
Jacob
dead. He's a
White.
werewolf. Yeah.
As
We never heard. We never seen his last name. And we're thinking it's the color, but it's actually like white, as in like Wight. That's actually his last name.
as yeah, you. Yeah, you actually realize you've never actually. I don't think did you. Would you have negotiated the part-time days with Angus?
Let me roll something here. 1 second.
He forgot.
Yeah. So there's literally no excuse not to show up today.
She said it, but then he really steamed around the conversation. She was too
Yes, I know.
too weak to say anything.
I
Yeah.
know. Awful, isn't it?
Damn it.
As yeah, well, you have to leave a bit earlier than Dudley and Greg as well to get there, and I do believe you have to take public transit.
Yeah, I left my car back at the
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to take public transit.
yeah. God damn it.
So yeah, it's a journey, and as you get there, you manage to unlock it and start setting up things rather quickly. As about like 10 minutes after you, there's like a knock at the door. As you look, there's the reporter.
Aw, damn it.
This fucking loser.
This guy. Sung would open the door. It's like I think I did I get his name last time? I don't actually think I did actually.
I don't think you did.
It was so,
Name is
yeah.
Listen, I won't give you the name until you ask. It's fine.
I think she's gonna ask soon, Grant. I just wanna make sure you got prepared for that.
I am prepared. I am down. I'm creating his. I'm adding him into existence as we speak.
No problem.
Being put into the conca right now.
This is how souls are made in the DCU. Once you're in the conga, you're alive. Otherwise, you're a puppet.
You're free to suffer, truly suffer, once you come into existence. Before then, you will have it easy. You won't really exist.
There we go.
She looks a little unsure. Hello, lovely to see you again. I think are we just opening up, or is it regular
No,
hours, or he
this
just
is
came upon
this
him?
is a bit early before you open up.
Came a little earlier than I thought. Hello, Mr.
You can call me Jack.
I assume Jennifer talked to you.
She did, and she told me you would get me in the back. No questions asked, and I'll be out of your hair in like 10-15 minutes.
Okay, just 10-15 minutes. That's it. Nothing more, right?
That's
Okay.
As yeah, you get him into the back where there's like a computer and all the paperwork. A lot of the bookkeeping for the business, um, invoices and the like. As you'll access the computer and start like downloading information and looking over stuff.
Is there anything interesting or anything like that?
I'm sure I'll find a lot of discrepancies. I just need to take the evidence so I can have it later. Listen, like glances at you because he like sees that you're a bit worried and says, "Listen, lady, you're doing everyone a public service right now.
Does
Your
it really
boss
feel like
is kind of a shithead."
Oh, well, Mr. Jeremy is under a lot of stress, he says, and you've been investigating this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell what happened to Jacob? I haven't had a chance to figure that out. And
Well, the hospital put him as a death from organ failure. Broke and died.
organ failure.
Kind of weird, but I guess if you overwork yourself, something's gonna give. Apparently, his heart.
Okay, I guess. Not that it's good, but thank you for telling me.
No worries, must be rough around here.
I can usually get by, you know.
Seem to be surviving.
Sometimes it's all you can really do, right?
That's kind of fucked up, though.
Sometimes you have to deal with the fucked up stuff.
It's it's a losing mindset right there. Maybe we shouldn't accept all the fucked up stuff. Maybe we should do something about it, you know?
It's not that we should just be okay with the fucked up stuff, but sometimes, for a lot of people, you don't get an opportunity, but to deal with the fucked up stuff or on a worse fucked up stuff.
Well, at the
Sometimes
very
it's
least,
just a lose-lose.
listen, at the very least, your boss will lose this time.
That's only if it's true, right? Only if it's true.
Sure. Oh, he'll ask for your actual contract. That's it. Yeah, and I assume you're getting paid more than what's written here.
How much does it say on that that sheet, Grunt?
About 50% of what you're actually getting paid.
Well, there had to be
That's
cuts.
not including tips, by the way.
Yeah.
Which
Goddamn.
are never filed under anything. They're just pocketed.
Oh Jesus. That looks a little more uncomfortable. Like, well, things are tough, and there had to be either I was going to get cut or it was going to be Jacob, so it was going to be a little bit off my stuff to make it easier, and then we were gonna. I don't really have to explain this part. I think it's best if I don't.
No,
Do
please
that.
tell me. So I assume you get more. How much more?
I don't really get more. I get less than this. Actually, it was supposed to be just for until things got back on track. We were in the red apparently, so we were supposed to once things were settled back in, maybe during the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. He like takes notes and eventually get up and comb through the computer and everything. Like, oh, I'll keep you anonymous for your deal with Jen. And guess hopefully you'll find better work.
You called her Jen? Are you guys close?
Kind of.
Didn't see. Well, I know Jennifer has a lot of contacts. Are you working for her dad? I guess, or
No.
for her really?
I work with her.
Well, you seem, I guess, good friends.
Yeah. Listen, if you wanna talk, we can talk later. Maybe at a better drinking place. Hey.
Yeah, of course.
Take care of yourself.
Of course, you too, Jack. Yes.
Walk out. Yeah, well, about like 30 minutes later, the bar opens, and of course, the first ones on the door are Greg and Dudley as they head to their usual spot.
You can see that Sung looks a little no more nervous, a little more distracted right now as she greets you absently.
Eh, what's wrong, kid?
Uh, well, it's apparently come to my attention that there might be some problems here at my job outside of the regular job stuff, I guess. And I don't know. Uh, a reporter seems to be investigating the situation. I don't know if it's true or not, though, about Mr. Jeremy.
Take a look at Dudley.
Oh, it seems a bit slimy.
Yeah, listen, son. Jeremy used to be a good look, but he ain't the best no more. It's good that you wanna treat him right when you're leaving, but maybe sticking around and running yourself into the ground ain't worth it.
I know. I was gonna do the whole I'm gonna leave situation. I had this whole thing prepared. I'm gonna like be really like angry about it, but then I saw him and he started talking, and I was like, I started feeling bad about the whole thing, and Jacob just died, and
Nah, it's
it felt
manipulating you. I'll listen to him. The only thing he's worrying about is the possibility of himself having to work.
maybe it looks like she kind of like leans. I guess because you're the first ones, she kind of leans into you. There's possibly some illegal embezzlement going on. I don't even know. But people are saying that he's done some bad stuff, really bad stuff, and he's gonna be in big trouble about it.
Well, it sounds like it's that time for you to get out then.
Uh, maybe you think that's a good idea? It still feels wrong to just. But you're right. You're right. I should. Yeah, I'll do that tonight. I'll do that after my shift and let him know. And then, yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
There we go. He can come down and do the work himself, or he can actually find enough people to actually keep the ship afloat. But at the end of the day, it has to be up to him.
You're right. It's up to him, and I can't do the work of 3 people, probably 4. You're right.
Exactly, you know, shows some backbone.
Yeah, backbone. Damn right.
Yeah, yeah. Don't let people walk over you.
Speaking of, looks like a couple other customers. I'll get you guys as your regulars. Be right back.
Yeah. Well, as you um start serving people as they slowly trickle in, it's around 8:30 as you see a man walk in, and he'll sit at the bar specifically as he's like, the only reason you spot him, Sung, is that anyone that's not really a local tends to kind of like attract attention eventually from you, as You kind of like I presume you take his order.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a glass of whiskey, please.
Yep, coming right up.
He
You
does have a
look a little.
funny accent. He's not British.
Oh no, foreigner.
You don't sound. You don't understand that. You don't. You don't look like a regular to me here. Are you visiting or stopping by?
Yeah, you can say that.
You are my third new non-local I haven't seen in the last week.
This place gets a lot of attention.
Hardly, which is why it's so surprising when we get new faces.
I mean, every dive bar has its own story, rich cultural history.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Like, smiles and says, "Well, I mean, how would you put it otherwise? Not just all about the vomit in the bathrooms, right?"
I'm probably a little less polite, but yes, it's not always about the vomit in the bathroom. Though for some people, the vomit has always been there longer than the building has been alive. So
Guess so. But like, I don't even. Has the vomit here been that long? Like,
Mm. If you ask a couple of our regulars, see that man over there? Name's Greg. I think he's been here much longer than most of my other ones. And right next to him is Dudley, who I think is the second longest customer of this place. And they swear that that vomit has been there before them. So I think there's a little bit more truth in that.
interesting. Maybe I should talk to these two gentlemen. When you say Greg, I can't help but is that Greg Matters? Like city councilman
Oh,
Greg Matters?
oh, a fan of the politics of Portsmouth?
I mean, yeah, it's my kind of job to know right now.
Oh, I gotta ask, what type of job requires you to know the politics here?
Well, the hounding job. The one
Ah,
where I go ask people the questions they don't necessarily want to be asked.
ooh, I understand then. Well, that right there is Greg. He's an important man around here in Portsmouth. So if you want to say hello, I'm sure he wouldn't be surprised.
Well, maybe I'll schedule an appointment with him. Don't want to bother Mr. Greg on his off hours.
These are the rare few alpha hours you'll find. His job is his life, actually. Honestly, I think it really is his life.
You would say he's a workaholic then?
That and more, yes, for sure. It's not even necessary just because he really honestly does love it more than anything else I've ever seen someone love their job.
I mean, yeah, that will explain the divorces.
Oh, yours must be really good then. From what Greg says, they just didn't understand.
Yeah, they never do. Hard to compromise with such a work ethic. Very understandable.
Understandable and very admirable, at the very least admirable.
The man next to him, why does he look so familiar?
That's Dudley Johnson. He's works in the IT of Mr. The trust.
Also on the city council.
Believe of mm-hmm.
You
A little
say
bit
this
stubborn in his
place
ways,
is,
but
and you say this
great.
place is just
Mhm.
full of uninteresting locals. I know you have the councilman at the table, just drinking.
Well, if you stay here long enough, they just become Greg and Dudley over time.
Oh, so you're good friends then?
Well, I don't want to presume much, but Greg and Dudley have both helped me out, so I owe them a lot at the very least in that regard. They're good people.
Then I'll go introduce myself to them as well. Thank you.
Park, Sunk Park, and you are.
You can call me Adrian. Pleasure to meet you.
Well, Mr. Adrian, have a nice conversation, and if you need another drink, I'll try to get you another pour.
And he'll smile and nod. As yeah, no, I want wits awareness from both Greg and Dudley.
That's all. Hey,
Time to dodge. Play a nice game called Dodge the Report.
why would I want to dodge the
We
report?
have nothing to hide. We're armed politicians.
We're honest politicians. We have nothing to hide, guys. Promise.
We both have the transparent float.
Dodge it. Listen, you can dodge the media, and they can still write whatever story they're gonna write, or you can talk to the media and try to influence the story.
Yeah, generally it's better to talk to the media. It's not a good idea to completely ignore the media. That doesn't go well.
I can tell you've never done politics in Romania.
It depends on the country. I'm talking about liberal democracy.
Grunt. How could you tell?
I'm not. Yeah, politics and corrupt fucking kleptocracies work different than liberal democracy. All right.
You've never done. I have a feeling, a strong suspicion, you've never been a politician in Romania. Wow, this is practically Grunt.
So yeah, you'll see this man that's kind of like been talking to Park for the last 5 minutes, as he like takes his whiskey glass and is approaching your table. Greg, this man has the look of determination on his face. A look you've often seen in police officers and reporters.
All right.
As he like approaches your table and says, "Hey, mind if I chat with you for a couple of minutes?"
Of course, shouldn't be any problem.
And like sits down, says, "My name is Adrian, and I'm working on a little, well, article related to a lot of the politics around the city. And well, I just saw two councilmen sitting at the table, and I wondered if I could get a couple of minutes of your time and maybe schedule a lengthy interview whenever you would have some free time."
Well, I mean, look at Dudley. Yeah, what's your week looking like, Dudley? I think we got time for this, right?
I got a few minutes, definitely. Yeah. Sure, why not?
So, how do you feel about how things are going around the city?
Unfortunately, Dudley is pretty transparent. He does not lie.
Yeah, the both.
Dudley, yeah, I mean, Dudley and Greg both have that. So yeah, Greg will say it. I mean, what is the state of the city, by the way? Just so how is the city doing?
Well,
Not
this is the world of darkness, so yeah, no, it could be better. There's plenty of corruption going on. There's plenty of the usual of just people promising things and then not doing them, trying to stay in power for as long as they can. Every now and then, scandal related to maybe a bribe or some sort of sexual harassment lawsuit, or there's like good people that work in the
Well,
administration, right? But there's plenty of bad apples, and
yeah, I mean, Greg will say, well, mean, I'm not gonna mince words. The things could always be better, but ultimately, I like to think that at least here in Portsmouth, we're doing our best. Of course, you find out every so often there's a bad apple here, somebody engaging something they shouldn't hear. But overall, I like to think here in Portsmouth that we are doing our best with. Unfortunately, sometimes the best comes up short, but the only thing there is when that happens is roll the sleeves up and try at it again.
Nods. Maybe then we can talk a bit more at length about the local politics scene. As you like, if you're down for it, probably start asking questions about some of on your opinions on other councillors or other like policies that have been going about. You can give me a charisma persuasion or charisma politics, charisma etiquette. Depends on trying to make yourself look.
I'll give him an honest breakdown. Charisma politics. Give him the raw sheets and facts. Dudley's not alive.
Yeah. Let's see.
Damn, I'll willpower.
The bad luck is following you.
Oh my god!
You know what? Honestly, although this is technically an interview between a reporter and a politician, fucking Greg's acts at the pub. It's I'll roll persuasion charisma.
It is not my day today.
There's like an awkward the record discussion, so he was not gonna quote you, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
Dudley. Oh, that's a rough go. Okay.
And just because I can, a willpower get no more successes.
Sung, you occasionally come and refill the pints, and like Greg, you can kind of overhear parts of their discussion and kind of like by his reactions. Greg's making an okay impression. Dudley's like flunging it. Dudley starts like ranting about random stuff that's irrelevant. Just has not the most coherent way of expressing his ideas. Can come off of a bit of sort of like a buffoon, or maybe it's just the alcohol getting to him rather quickly. Clearly not making a good impression, but
I think if I can, Sung would try to help. I assume it's Dudley who's having the problem, right?
yes.
Help Dudley out because I assume his best status is talk about computers and components like that and stuff like that. Or can I help a way to make this conversation look a little bit better by
You
just
could, but
skewing Dudley?
you could, but as the night goes on, this is like a long conversation over the hour or so, maybe even 2 hours. Door swings open and in walks a familiar woman to you. One whose wine bottle was smashed last night.
Oh, okay. It's Jennifer, my good friend.
It is.
Uh,
And we'll see if after this you can help Dudley. Let's. As she immediately sits at the bar and looks at you, smiles, and says, "I don't suppose you have another wine bottle."
I think we do, actually. I made sure to reserve one just for you, especially a rare wine bottle customer, so wouldn't forget. She she actually did. I assume we took out one of the packages in the back that we do have wine, and she would have brought this for her. And even our best glasses.
You have to, yeah, you have to kind of like head in. I want Greg and Dudley to both give me a witness.
Would it be possible for me to say that Song did this beforehand, or would because she was a reporter she was too she kind of forgot about that?
Give me an intelligence resolve because yes, you were basically you got there late. You got distracted by one reporter, then barely had time to organize things before people already started coming in. Intelligence resolve difficulty 3.
Ugh. I could try to willpower. No. Okay. Oh, 4. You were looking at the wrong one.
So yeah, you kind of like go and she kind of like leans in and just looks at you, and there's something about this woman. There was something about her last night as well. Something about her just makes you calmer in her presence. It's just she looks at the wine bottle you're gonna like aiming to pick and says, "Ah, I do have to like. You seem to be having such a rough time last night. Luckily, you have 2 fine gentlemen to help you out, but must be rough working in a place like this."
Yes, it's ups and downs, but you know, it's my job, at least for now. And like I said, I have people look out for me every once in a while, so which is always nice.
I feel kind of guilty.
But you don't need to feel guilty. You didn't do anything wrong. Is everything all right? Or
I have spoken out when they were misbehaving, and they were sitting right
no.
next to me. It's
No, I wouldn't want them to give you any problems either. It's all right. You said.
listen, I felt bad the entire last day, and I just need to get this off my chest.
It's
Listen, no. Let me finish. Do you mind accepting a little gift from me? A sort of way for me to apologize.
well, you seem to be really seems to be really important to you. As long as it's nothing too crazy, your apology is good enough for me at the very least. But
I insist. Listen. I want to give it to you here because it's gonna think I may be proposing or something. I don't want to give them the bad idea and many eyes watching.
well, if you want, I. Is she asking like, "Hey, can we go somewhere else to do this?"
Yeah,
or
like
she's asking,
somewhere a bit more private, right? Like and maybe in the back or like the staff area.
Yes, well, I'm really. You don't really need to apologize at all. Like you said, you didn't do anything wrong, and you tried your best. And honestly, I'd rather not see you get hurt. You're the customer. It's my job to make sure your time is well spent.
Such a sweetheart, but you're gonna let me feel bad about the last night.
Well,
No, it's bad manners to refuse a gift.
okay. Well, just a few minutes, right? It's not gonna take too long.
And she like smiles and like hops off the bar stool and you walk with her. And again, it's just feels very natural. It's very yeah. Dudley, Greg, you spot Thung walking with this woman in the staff area.
Yeah, Greg will like trail off in a convent, like one of his lines, say, "Huh, wonder what's going on there."
Sure, maybe grabbing some secret hidden vintage.
Adrian just kind of like stares at that and looks back at you, Greg, and says, "I would stop her if I were you." I know there's people investigating this place for embezzlement, and she gives her like something and that will look like a bribe. She seemed really nice. I don't want her getting caught up in anything messy.
Probably right. She's about to leave this. She's about to get out of here. Anyways, I wouldn't want it to. I wouldn't want her to get in trouble right when she's about to. Right when she's about to, go somewhere better.
Yeah, I'll do both get out. Try and not let her alone with the woman.
Well, I'll leave it up to Dudley if he gets up. Unless he wants to
Yeah, Dudley will
continue
get
the
up.
reading conversation he's having with the reporter.
No, Dudley will get up, yeah.
That's true. So yeah, I guess
Today stuff my day.
yeah, that's true.
Maybe I'll also become a Toreador ghoul. Maybe I shouldn't have joked about it.
As both of you get up and start going to the stack area as well, of course, Sang and Jennifer get in first as you push the door open, and she steps quickly behind you, slams it closed, and kind of like embraces you a bit, and just kind of like pushes you very like gently up against the wall.
Oh, whoa. You don't have to thank me like this, Miss Jennifer. It's all right. She's trying to like be like trying to firmly press away, but not be mean. At least in Song's mind, rude about it. And she's trying like, hey, you don't have to do. She has a different idea of what's going on right now.
Just I didn't know. I pulled their guts out, flung them across the street. Bother you ever again?
I'm sorry.
Those three people? Three brutes will never be able to hurt you or harass you. Just knew the ugly things they were saying and thinking about you. Just couldn't stand it.
Do I need to be rolling insight how serious this woman is right now? Because I just think she's just like kidding a little bit here.
Feel free to wits insight. As her like intoxicating presence is just kind of like overwhelming all your senses at this point.
I'm gonna add motive if that's all right, Grunt.
Sure. Listen, she may be crazy. She's hot crazy.
Well, Jennifer, that was very kind of you to do such a thing, for keeping an eye out on me like that. I really do appreciate that you thought of me. Though you didn't have to go to so much trouble.
She goes in to kiss you as soon as Greg and Dudley open the door. You see Thang getting kissed by this woman.
Second, Greg walks in. He immediately, a hand is raised over the eyes. Oh, Joe, geez. I'm sorry.
Immediately backs off and can't expect we would have company.
No, just notice that the bar was empty, and wanted to make sure Sung Hyo was doing all right. She's been having a rough few days.
She has something.
It's all right though. Jennifer, thank you for the gift. I do appreciate it. But they're right. I have a job to do. I have to make sure it gets done, right?
Yes, of course. Apologize. I know what they say about getting in over, falling in love head over heels. I didn't mean to come off so desperate.
No, it's all right. It's okay. Thank you again for thinking of me.
She smiles and walks past Greg and Dudley.
When she walks by, there will be a moment where Greg will turn to it. Won't say it out loud, but he will mouth the words of, Will mouth the words, "You got it, kid." I like do a finger gun.
Yeah, I'll give you like the thumbs up. Yeah, we said Dudley salutes you.
Sung looks both confused and slightly terrified right now. She's like, "What? How do we get here?" Thanks, Dudley. I guess. Thanks, Greg.
Listen, Greg and Dudley didn't hear that crazy shit. If I killed those guys for you,
Yeah, we just walked in like you fucking kid for a French kissing.
it's Greg and
So quick tonight, guys. She's gonna send that text.
yeah, Greg and Dudley will. At least Greg will walk out, and
Adrian's gone, by the way.
Oh, I guess you got what you wanted.
yes, he did. Dudley, next time you get into a reporter, mention that mention that like digital infrastructure project you wanted to get done that got voted down. I think they'd like hearing about that.
Yeah, stop talking
Sorry,
about
sorry.
the internet porn on the computers of the
Listen, just want to talk about my day, about the common troubles, you know. Listen, just don't talk about what I do at my job, you know.
Yeah. He didn't need to hear about how Johnson got fucking nearly crashed our entire server.
Hey, next time.
We love Johnson here.
Fucking John. We need him on the conga.
Grunt, I'm expecting a Conca to be updated to have every one of my employees that are under me.
And his attributes would be like downloaded porn on the fucking computer.
But yeah, no. After regaining a bit of your sanity, you get back to.
Did she leave? Did she leave?
She did leave. Did in fact just.
We ruined the mood for her.
You did. It's twice in a row now, guys. I feel like.
We're fucked. We're fucked.
Greg's a little embarrassed. I mean, listen, if they were just going back there to like kiss, Greg wouldn't have went back there. He's a little embarrassed.
Yeah, we interrupted something there. We fucked
Saved her
something
life
up.
twice by now.
At the cost of our own, perhaps, man. Dudley's mega fucked. Dudley's even more fucked. I took her wine.
Listen, Greg would never hesitate to save somebody else at the cost of his own.
That's true. We're heroes. Dudley is not a crowd. Dudley is not clear. He will not shake hands with devils.
Mac shaking his head. At what cost, man? At what cost?
Yeah. The rest of the night goes uneventful, although I assume by the end you are all rather tired. Let's roll again. Yeah, damn, tomorrow's school day as well. Yeah,
Damn it. I think Song will send that text instead to heartfelt text in her mind to Jeremy, essentially saying like, I realized I couldn't juggle these two jobs, so I'm gonna have to sadly leave. Just gonna send that out there.
He like immediately calls you, like not immediately, like 10 minutes, like, Miss Park, what happened? We can talk about this. Listen, I've had like 2 interviews last day, and I think one of them will say yes. Just like give me another day or 2.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Jeremy, but things are a little rough here, and I can't really juggle 2 jobs. And I think it's for both our sakes that I leave for a little bit. I don't know I'll be able to keep up this high level maintenance for the job, and like I said, I have school and this. I'm so sorry. I have to leave.
Breaking my heart, Miss Park.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, one day then, please. I'm sure I'll call them again. I'll get them. Just like one more day, please.
I'm sorry. I have already promised my new bosses a couple extra shifts there. I can't. I'm so sorry. I really do apologize.
It's devastated. What will I do? Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm sure things will be all right. At the very least, I
yes.
do wish for you the best.
Guess that old back injury will have to wait for a while. And I'm sure.
Is this a real guy you knew in real life, Grunt?
Also, I can't believe you mistrust the reporter, but you fucking covered for this guy.
Yeah, yeah, that's what song is. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Like, I listen. I probably not gonna. I think what can happen like a week or so. Like, I mean, my doctor did tell me not to overexert myself, but I'm
Uh,
just gonna do.
look, I'm sorry. It's just it's really
No, no,
tough
no.
and
You are.
without another person.
I've been extremely selfish. You're my best employee, Bark. I've been absolutely a horrible man for keeping you from your true desires. You should see what you love in life. I'll figure something out. Oh, I think get some of those painkillers ready.
Of
Can we
course.
kill this guy?
Maybe Greg and Dudley can help her as the first time.
I do appreciate it for everything you've done for me, Mr. Jeremy. But I'll see you later. Bye.
Like, close the phone.
Look, in real life, I'm like, fuck this guy. I want that job before I can do it again.
I can't believe you covered for this guy. You're trying
Look-
to protect the reporter.
I'm telling you right now, if she didn't have that whole thing with Jennifer, she'd be like, I could do one more night. But no, I was like, if that woman shows up, I don't know what's gonna happen. She seems very nice, but she seems very nice.
He's a little too nice.
Just likes you, okay? Jeez.
You're right, Greta.
That's the question. Are you ghoul material or are you new Johannes material?
That's what she's checking me out
No,
for.
it's your sandwich material. That's what you are.
I'm a legit snack, guys.
You can meet Zan.
I don't think I want to be Zad. I don't think Zad wants to be Zad.
Stand wall.
I don't think Jennifer even like no. Zan's like Zan's Dometer just likes him playing music. Jennifer is like in a different universe.
Yeah, she has different tastes. More
Uh,
refined taste.
Yeah. No, in fact, Zaz, I did work as a bartender. Yes, I
Actually describing your boss, what your boss said to you.
I have seen people do this in real life.
It does happen, yes.
But yeah, so you unfortunately, all the money you need to get to be paid has to be in person.
God damn it! What are we getting paid? Like $100?
I mean, because most of the money you get is in an envelope. Yeah, your salary, your meager salary is very small on your actual like bank account. Everything else is always cash, suspiciously. I'm sure it's all accounted for.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all accounted for. I got 2 resources. I can be a little lean for a few weeks until the first paycheck comes in. Grunt. I don't think this man will ever show up for one of
Unfortunately, in
them.
Europe, we'd get paid at the beginning of the new month. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
God, that
Yeah.
sounds horrifying.
it's gonna take at least let's see listen, maybe this will be one luck roll that you get in your favor. Listen, it'll be 2 weeks, and you will get half your salary because you've only been working for it.
You know what? I can go a little lean for a few days until things settle out. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it'd be really bad if some unexpected expenses would come up.
Yeah, man, that'd be really bad. Right, that'd be really bad.
Something in your apartment breaking, for example, that would be such a shame.
Why would that happen, Grunt? Why would that happen?
Why would that ever happen? And like the plumbing, that's getting expensive nowadays. It's fine. You have
It'd be
to.
a shame if somebody broke into your house and like broke your appliances.
You you listen, you go to classes as you see Jennifer in the morning. I'm not sure if you're gonna try and purposefully avoid her or not.
She would try not to catch her eye. She's just like, I don't look at her.
She
Doesn't look at
she
me.
winks at you if you like make eye contact.
Oh, Jennifer will try. Not Jennifer, but some will try to like slink back in her book. Her life is just too much right now.
Meanwhile, at the trust capital in the morning, Greg Dudley, you have a surprise visit from Caitlin. Dropped by your workplace, Greg. As she wanted to see how you're doing, catch up a bit. Seen each other for like 2 or 3 days.
Wonderful. I've been doing good. Had to had to help Miss Park with situation. Luckily, I think she took my advice. I think she'll just be quitting at the bar rather than trying to juggle 2 jobs and university.
Was she still working at that place?
Jeremy gave her a sob story and she believed it. Luckily, me
Poor
and
girl.
Dudley, we told her that kind of person Jeremy is nowadays, and I think we got through to her.
As you should. Is she adjusting well to this place?
I think she is. Granted, given that yesterday was her first day, and given that what the situation was, I wouldn't count the performance on the first day against her. But I think once she actually gets situated, I think she'll do great here.
That's lovely to hear. How have you been holding up?
I'm doing all right. Bouncing between here, City Hall. Recently, there was a reporter who me and Dudley talked to. What was his? Just shouts down the hall. Dudley, what was his name again?
Fuck Albert.
Yeah, the reporter. What was his name?
I know. Fuck Albert. I think.
No, that's all name. Adrian. I think it was.
Adrian.
Ah, not no one that I know.
I mean, he asked the usual reporter questions.
I was gonna say you both did notice he had a foreign accent as well. So.
Wasn't Yeah, honestly, Greg would have noticed that, but like, Greg doesn't see a reason to state that.
Yeah. In the sense that he might be new in town. It's just like, yeah, we heard about him, but
Yeah, he is definitely new in town. I mean, listen,
Mhm.
I know just about all the reporters in the city. Working my jobs. You get to learn real quick who the actual reporters are in town.
I assume this was the nice kind, not the one trying to do a gotcha moment.
Seemed nice enough to me.
That's good.
How have you been doing?
I've been a bit busy these last couple of days, but I think I might have the weekend to myself. I was wondering if you want to, spend some time together.
Sounds lovely.
Well, Dudley, why don't you give me an intelligence technology role as you're just doing the morning checkups on a lot of the server infrastructure?
Alright, let's see. 8 dice.
5 difficulty, by the way. There we go.
The porn god. Stop installing porn on the office computers.
It's getting out of fucking hand, Dudley. You're not even like, this is... At this point, it's just like weird shit. You're not even like, why is there like... the costumes and the like the party balloons, like this is just weird stuff at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk to Greg. I said we need to get all hands, maybe some like a team meeting about.
Are they still doing it, Dudley? That's it. That's it. Fucking.
It's worse. You want to see that?
I do not need to see it. Just listen. I'll send a company email out. Like if they keep doing this on company resources, I'm gonna start firing people.
It's every. It's fucking every. It's half the fucking desktop. It's like a virus spreading. It's like maybe.
Well, you do send out a company email. Give me a you can give me a charisma intimidate or manipulation intimidate to see how well you can scare these people into listening to you.
Ron, could I try to make that a leadership role?
Ah, absolutely. You can also be an inspiring boss. Guys, we
There we
need
go.
to stop doing this.
Don't do it on the company.
Leadership. Charisma leadership. 4 successes.
Yeah, no, people are definitely like receptive. You get a couple of replies from like the usual suspect that they listen. They claim they don't understand because they didn't download anything weird. Like they don't know how it gets there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's gonna be a fucking. There might need to be a mandated fucking IT fucking safety course for some of these guys.
Maybe, but listen, at the very least, they don't come off in bad faith. They may just be stupid, clueless, or a combination of those. As by the time Caitlin leaves, you would see Sang, you would get the office as well, checking your phone as you also get the company-wide email about internet safety courses and how not to get malware 101.
Jesus, guys, this is ancient. Someone looks a little confused, but it's like, I guess this makes sense. Good morning, Miss Mathers.
Only she knew how bad it was. Miss Sung, hey, how are you doing today?
Well, I finally told Mr. Jeremy that I'm going to be leaving. He didn't take it as well, but I was firm, and it seems to be okay, I think.
That's good. That's good.
He said something about an old back injury. Is he all right? I didn't really know he was injured, actually, but...
He hurt his back 11 years ago.
Oh, well, that makes far more sense than anything else. Okay, I feel less guilty now. But is there anything you need me to do today? Outside, of course, the usual?
Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm gonna say, Dudley, as you're kind of like in your office, like a knock at the door as Johnson's like, holy shit, Dudley, did you see this? Did you see the news?
You mean what exactly in reference?
Oh, look at this shit, and he like shows you his phone like a news article. Isn't this the bar you always hang out at?
Yeah. Shit, what does the article say?
Bar owner incriminated for several cases of embezzlement, worker negligence, failing to meet like industry regulations, and many other possible suspected of crimes. Now under investigation by police due to the helpful insight of anonymous sources. There's like the reporter's name, Jack Moore. That's like on the leading, and it's like you can like skim through it, and it's a pretty damning article, and it seems to not just be like, hey, this is just a corrupt bar, but it seems to be sort of, you can give me an intelligence academics.
I will give you intelligence.
Fine, you're a smart guy.
I can reroll. I can willpower.
Uh, okay, 2 successes. So, yeah, you get the sensation as you read the article a bit that it's not just about the bar. It's a sort of a statement that this reporter will be starting to hound down a lot of like illegal activities that even like the small businesses engage with, especially when it's at the expense of the employees. And apparently, it's all backed by a certain up and coming person that wants to get into the politics of the city. A certain Jennifer Augustus. A royal sounding name, right?
Fucking Kindred. If Dudley was the hunter, man, Kindred detective.
Yeah.
Venture detective. Killer
Venture detective. Like fucking Venture over.
So yeah, Jennifer Augustus seems to be one of the key individuals that's been working on exposing a lot of these corrupt business owners. And she's out for blood, and she will not tolerate anything.
Honest journalist, but you know they did gun him pretty quickly and pretty harshly. God damn.
Yeah. Like, holy shit, I need to show this to Greg as well.
Oh yeah, wait, Dudley's like, wait, they're gonna close on the bar?
I assume so, like,
Dudley goes into like deep thought. No, this can't be. Dudley runs over to Greg's office.
What the? Okay. Oh, Miss Park. Well, what we're gonna do is Jesus, Dudley. What's wrong?
They versus Jeremy. They might close down the bar.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? You can see there is an immediate look. The face goes white. What? What do you mean?
As I take out my phone, they fucking fumble the fingers. It's sheer terror and shock.
Yeah, Park will like lean in as well to try to read over you guys' shoulder.
Stop fat thumbing the phone. Just calm down. What did the article say?
They're arresting Jeremy on multiple charges.
What?
You know,
Huh?
all kind of embezzlement, unsafe work environment.
I don't care about Jeremy. What's happening to the bar?
What's happening to the bar?
doesn't really say anything, but you do know he has no employees. And he's literally being like actively investigated. So
The
She's
more likely scenario is that the bar is going to be closed, right?
That's why what?
Unless someone takes over the bar, but I don't think he has anyone he can really sell it to at this situation in time.
even if you like selling it would be interesting. Like it's a embezzlement. It's like we're
Mhm.
investigating tax evasion. Like I'll just sell my business there.
It's like, yeah, you can't sell a business in the middle of a fucking investigation.
He would probably try though. Funny.
They're gonna shut that. They're gonna shut down the bar.
25
Actually,
years.
look, Greg looks lost. Like Greg looks lost. Doesn't know what to do.
Sung just puts her hand on your shoulder, both of you, like it's gonna be okay.
25 years, the old piss and shitter.
I'm sorry for your losses. I'm sure we can find you a new
I
bar.
met my
that will-
first wife in that bar, and my second wife.
I bet you can meet your third wife at another bar.
Marry Caitlyn, probably will be.
Yeah. Keep the trend going. I'm sure we can find you both another bar. I bet if you ask around, you can find one with just as much charm as the other one.
And on that sour note,
The true tragedy, the fucking tragedy in the fucking Atlanta game. Someone gets blood bonded. The tragedy over here, the bar gets closed.
We will end the session for now because I don't have
Fucking, I